2023 might be one of the greatest years for cinema of all time. I've given over 5 movies a 10 out of 10. But before I get to my top 10, here's some honorable mentions. Air is the number one dad movie of the year, and yes, I did see it with my dad. Asteroid City was a surprisingly great movie. I haven't seen too many Wes Anderson films, but I plan to watch more in the future. Poor Things is definitely a great movie, and I understand all the hype. It just didn't quite hit the mark for me. But it was still definitely very enjoyable. Still was an excellent documentary, and it is in my top 10 of the year, but I am excluding it to keep the top 10 narrative features. Now, just a few more that I don't feel like talking about at the moment, but still loved. Rylane, May December, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, The Killer, Nimona, They Clone Tyrone, Dungeons and Dragons, and The Boy and the Heron. Now, on to the top 10. I'm just kidding, anywhere else I'd be 10. Yeah, that's right, Barbie. I had not actually exactly great expectations for this movie, but it definitely exceeded every one of them. Great performance all around with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. The standouts, obviously. My one of few gripes with this movie is just the real-world sequences, as it is not nearly stylistically pleasing as the others and drags for a bit, but overall, a really great movie. Stairs. Before I get into it, I would like to greatly apologize that I watched this movie on a plane because I'm broke and it was free. Okay? I really wish I had caught it in the theaters, but it didn't at all retract my love for this movie. John Wick Chapter 4 is amazing. The runtime is about 3 hours, but it keeps you gripped throughout the whole thing. I hope this is the end of the journey for John Wick, but if they ever bring him back, I will be there day one. Immigrants, we get the job done! Past Lives is a beautiful film that is so relatable to me that it's kind of sad. Greta Lee was absolutely robbed of Best Actress nomination, but what are you gonna do? Oh, and shout out to Arthur, or better known as the white guy from Past Lives, a true king among kings.
He says, welcome to the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, no surprise here. I knew it was gonna be great, and it was. A great final send-off to this wonderful team of weirdos. It's also crazy to think that this was Bradley Cooper's best role of 2023. Yes, Rocket Raccoon was better than Maestro. I'm not sorry to the 4 members of the Maestro fan base. Enjoy a little movie, but Guardians is better. I'm an oil man. Great year for long-ass movies. Killers of the Flower Moon was so much better than I expected. While not even close to being my favorite Scorsese, it was still incredible. Lily Gladstone better get that Oscar. Emma Stone is great, but Gladstone just deserves it so much. Also, can someone get DiCaprio a hug? He was frowning the entire runtime. I never saw this dude smile once. I'm not sure if he even can. We were brothers once. There's only so much I can say about the Iron Claw without giving away the plot, so I'll keep it brief. The movie will break your heart and run it over with a truck. You are not prepared. Also, if you plan to watch it with your brothers and dad. It will definitely enhance the experience.
Run! It's Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
Godzilla -1 is so raw, bro. God damn. Saw this twice in the theater, including the black and white version, and I loved it just as much the second time. With mindless Hollywood kaiju movies, it's rare to see to go into one of these and leaving having enjoyed the humans characters more than the monster itself. Don't get me wrong. The Godzilla sequences are great in this, and it is definitely my favorite Godzilla movie. But the humans have so much depth and they're actually interesting. Wow. Who would have thought? Anyway, Godzilla x Kong is not even going to come close to this, so I don't know why they even try. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. It took 5 years, but we finally got it. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's just amazing. The animation, the characters, everything. Every frame of this movie belongs in an art museum. The only thing holding it back is just the cliffhanger ending. It's still a 10 out of 10 in my book. But I feel that there was just two movies that were just a little bit better.
Newcomb.
Oppenheimer is the best movie of 2023. There's no doubt in my mind of that. An absolutely insane achievement film, and it's truly one for the history books. There's really nothing I can say about this movie that hasn't been said already, but this is definitely getting Best Picture. It would be ridiculous for it would be ridiculous for Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. to not win Best Actors. It's the best movie. But just because it's the best, it wasn't my favorite.
I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is!
My favorite of 2023 is Meg to the Trench. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, my bad, that's the worst, not the best, my bad. My actual favorite is, The Holdovers. This blew me out of the water, man. What seems like just a warm and cozy Christmas movie is just so much more, with some of the best performances of 2023. With Paul Giamatti and Davine Joy Randolph. But the real standout here is Dominic Sessa. This kid has never acted in a movie before in his life. And he only auditioned for it because they were filming at his school. And it ended up being one of the best performances I've seen all year. While Oppenheimer is objectively the best 2023 movie, The Holdovers is definitely my favorite. I'll be watching this one every December for the rest of my life.